Hello, my name is Katherine Watson, and today we will be reviewing survey results that analyze overall customer satisfaction with the Falcon. Now, you may be wondering, what is the Falcon? The Falcon started as a listening room in owner Tony Falco's house and developed into the venue you see here. It is located next to Marlborough Falls and is a live listening room that serves food and beverage to the upper echelon of the music world. The Falcon is free of charge. The Falcon profits off of its food and beverage sales. Meanwhile, upon entry, there is a small box where you can make donations to the artists of that evening. The donation box symbolizes the Falcon's desire to support living artists, to continue to grow and add more to the artistic world. All of the donation box proceeds go to the artist performing that evening. This survey was primarily exploratory research, targeting music lovers in the Hudson Valley. Data was collected by primary sources in a Marist graduate class of marketing research via online forums using a Qualtrics survey. This survey had 19 respondents overall and was given over a 1-week period. The survey had a 100% response rate. This survey focuses on food, drink, music, and overall experience of consumers at the Falcon. I, Katherine Watson, analyzed the results with my background in marketing from Marist graduate program and this lovely book on marketing research. After thorough analysis of the data, we have some conclusive findings. Most survey respondents were above the age of 40 with a bachelor's education or more. 60% of respondents were male and 40% of respondents were female. 50% of respondents had heard of the Falcon before, and of that 50%, 83% have already been to the Falcon. The Falcon started as a jazz venue and has expanded to blues and singer-songwriter fusion, funk, and some Latin music. The data shows that people are willing to come support the music that the Falcon currently has, but an expansion in the variety of types of music the Falcon has would be supported by Falcon goers. Respondents were asked to divide 100% of their evening's purchase between artist donation, food, drink, and art purchase. The data shows that 10% of a customer's overall expenditure is on artist donation, 53% of expenditure is on food, 26% of expenditure is on drink, and 1% of expenditure is on art purchase in an evening. Of the 50% of people that responded to the survey that have been to the Falcon, 83% respond to being highly satisfied with their experience at the Falcon, while 17% say that they were satisfied. Respondents were asked to rate their overall satisfaction with food menu, drink selection, musical experience, and service. The two areas that respondents were least satisfied with were food menu and drink selection. 50% of people would like to see a change to the appetizer and dessert menu, and 60% would like to see a change to the entree menu. 10% would like to see a change to the drink menu. Overall, survey participants say that they would like to see more gluten-free options and, overall, more creativity with the menu options. And as far as the dessert menu goes, most people would like to see more baked good options, and the vast majority, 90% of participants, would like to see more chocolate. People come to support the Falcon to hear new music, to support musicians, and to be with their friends and people with a common interest. It's also important that the venue have a good reputation for live music. Three main factors that prevent people from attending the Falcon are time, location, and simply being unaware of the venue. 53% of respondents had heard of the Falcon through a friend. 26% of respondents learned of the Falcon via this survey. 5% of the respondents learned of it through social media and/or a magazine, and 11% of respondents learned of the Falcon via the internet. Data was analyzed with the most scientific of means. Which allowed us to make the following assumptions and recommendations. The survey results lead me to assume the following. People come to the Falcon to find and hear new music, support musicians in a venue that serves good food and drink so they can be with their friends and people of a common interest. The Falcon appears to be maintaining its reputation and expansion through word of mouth, given 53% of Falcon goers initially heard of the Falcon through a friend. Also, the survey results imply that an improvement to the food and drink menu would enhance consumers' overall satisfaction with their time spent at the Falcon. Limitations to this survey include the fact that the survey was conducted over a one-week session in Marist Forum. Ideally, the survey would have taken place over 2 months during the summer at the Falcon with place cards on tables, e-blasts, and social media to target Falcon goers. The selected sample for the survey was not ideal because most people that took the survey were not Falcon goers. Another limitation includes the fact that more feedback from the target demographic could provide deeper insight to what types of music, overall experience, and new menu recommendations Falcon goers are looking for. Had the survey been available online and for 2 months, as well as at the Falcon, a larger variety of respondents would have been allowed to answer, and therefore more data would have been able to be analyzed. Conclusions and recommendations for the Falcon include the following. Overall, people are satisfied with the time they spent at the Falcon. They come to be with friends and like-minded people while listening to new, world-class musicians. At the same time, the Falcon supports visual artists on the walls. However, no survey respondents have purchased any of this art. Survey respondents did say they were more likely to purchase photography than they were paintings or sculptures. Therefore, the Falcon should consider branching into this option. In addition, Falcon viewers said that they would like to spend more time with a wider variety of music. Diversifying the music selection would also expand consumer base. For example, people who come to see a jazz show might not necessarily come to see a rock show and vice versa, but both customers would be likely to spread word of their positive experience at the Falcon. In addition, Falcon customers would like to see a new menu choice, including a wider variety of more creative and fresher goods. Finally, the Falcon should consider increasing its social media presence. Meanwhile, the Falcon spends money on social media, but 1% of respondents have seen mention of it there. The Falcon should consider enhancing social media presence or outreach to expand awareness of the venue and the amazing performances they have there. Thank you so much for taking time to analyze these survey results.